She said, tell me about ginger beer. Is it terrible for me? Are there any good ginger beer options? So ginger beer is just kind of like soda. It is not the best for you for two reasons. One, the really high sugar content, most often coming from high fructose corn syrup, which is something that we generally should try to avoid. And two, a lot of the preservatives in there, things like caramel color, red 40 I've seen in there. If you see red 40 in your ginger beer, that's a definite no. That's linked to all kinds of anxiety, but also like ADHD, all kinds of neurological conditions, and something that I choose to really stay away from. But a lot of ginger beers have preservatives and things like that in them. So Emily, I happen to know that you're thinking about this for Moscow Mules for your wedding day. So on your wedding day, let me just tell you, anything goes. Even if it's red 40, there's nothing that's. I'm talking food products here. Of course, there are things that will kill you, but there's no food that's going to kill you if you eat it one time, unless you have an allergy. I'm trying to do all these caveats, right? But basically, if you want to have ginger beer with red 40 in it on your wedding day, go for it. Live a little bit, enjoy your wedding, don't stress about this. But if you're going to have it regularly, if you love Moscow Mules and this is going to be a regular part of your life, I found 4 suggestions for you. I'm going to start with my least favorite. This is called Q Ginger Ale. It has 17 grams of sugar per 8 ounces. So it's less than a normal soda, but it's still 17 grams of sugar is a lot. It does come from all organic ingredients, and there are no preservatives, so I like that. But the sugar content's a little high. Second one is Fever Tree Naturally Light Ginger Beer. This one has 9 grams of sugar per 8 ounces, so much better. And then I know she doesn't like the Zevia Ginger Ale, but Zevia just came out with a new line called Zevia Mixers, and they have a ginger beer. It's not ginger ale, it's a ginger beer, and it's getting better ratings. I have not tried this, so I don't know, and I don't really, ginger beer is not something I drink regularly, so I probably wouldn't be the best taste tester, but Zevia Mixer Ginger Beer is one to check out. And then finally, Honest Fizz. Honest Tea is a company that makes a lot of great products. This is again sweetened with stevia, just like the Zevia, and they make a stevia-based ginger beer. I think they call it a ginger soda, not a ginger beer, but they're kind of the same thing. If I'm wrong that they're not the same thing, then let me know. Otherwise, look into those 4 products. I'll link them in the comments below.